Welcome to Shadow Empire playthrough. We play and learn together. In the description you can find link to the playlist, and before each episode I check comments from the community. So one person tried to solve the mystery of the assassination card. So as you know, here we have assassinate card, and if we are trying to assassinate anyone, the difficulty here is different than the real difficulty visible on the pop-up. Also in the description, here we can see the difficulty is 50 plus personal combat roll of targeted leader, and here we can see 150. But the targeted leader don't have personal combat so high. She has only 30, so the difficulty should be 80, not 150. Something wrong here. Also, the information about critical success is in the parentheses, so it means that we count success and critical success as a positive. Because before I thought this is only critical success, but no, both success and critical success will be treated as a positive result here. So thank you. And if we are in the screen, one person noticed that if we are in the scrap mode and we have enough scrap points to craft a stratagem, then the type of the stratagem depends on the active tab here. So in case if I select zones and I craft stratagem, then I will probably have some asset. And if I select nation, probably I will have some leader. So the tab affects the type of card that you craft. So very good, we'll test it later. Another person noticed that I often have multiple constructions and then I need to deal with all those uh, percentages here to reduce the speed. This is my playstyle, and of course it's a bit risky, but I do this to simply have some plan for future, and I try to accumulate some resources to, let's say, have 50% of the major construction and to not end up with zero for each round. So it's always a trade-off, but this is my personal preference. Of course, objectively, it's better to first accumulate enough metal and industrial points to cover the construction cost and then start the construction. This is more safe solution, and then you don't risk that you will end up with some bottleneck of metal or industrial points. So I think it's a personal preference what you really like. If you like risk and you treat the screen also as a kind of planner for the constructions, then use more the construction speed. But if you are a more patient person and you don't like too much risk, then simply collect enough metal and then start the construction. So thank you for this comment. There was also a question if it's better to have more units but weaker and attack enemy, or simply more equipped units but with lower quantity. So also in this case it depends. You have more units, then you have more attacks per round, but lower chance to hit the enemy, but you have more tries. So it's more like a roll dice and you are relying on luck, but even weaker units in large quantities can do some damage. But you know, this is pure luck. And if you have better equipment, less units, they are relying on their skills and they can do lot of damage to the enemy, even if they have lower quantities. So it depends on the situation. But as a general rule, of course, it's better to have better equipped units. Another person noticed and discovered that in our quality system, so here we can click anything, and it's true, you can click here and decide what to do with that quality level units in that type of formation, and you define the quality here. So please notice the columns here are exactly the same as for the models, and here we decide what's the quality level of this model, and here we decide what to do in that formation with that quality level, but not with that model. We decide here only regarding quality levels, and here we define quality levels and assign the quality level to the specific model types. This way we can manage the whole army and we can see easily how many units of that specific type we have and where we need to send replacements and where not. So good to know. There was also a suggestion that maybe Rico could be advisor and we could find a better governor. And I don't know, I like Rico. Maybe if we have more zones, then we think what will be the future of Rico. But currently, I would like to keep him until there will be a strong candidate to replace recon. So thank you for your comments. It's really inspiring and motivating for me that I am not playing alone. So it's more fun if we are playing together. Let's start. One of our long-term goals should be to provide enough metal. So if we go to our only metal mine in this zone, we can see that level 1 is not enough. We need to have level 2. But to have level 2, you can see that each city level supports one asset level. It means that in our village, we can effectively support only one level of metal mine. So to upgrade this level, we need to have more population. And to have more population, we need to provide them enough quality of life. But the quality of life is zero because we don't have any assets. So this initial civilization score will decrease to zero over next few rounds. So what we can do? We for sure need to invest more into this zone. Currently, we can invest around 29 credits into this zone. So we need to increase the population to be able to invest more and also to be able to upgrade the city level. We need to get more colonists from the capital. Also, we can move this unit, which is not really helpful because they have many soldiers but very old models. I would rather scrap them and move them to the population, but in this zone. So to do this, I will click Z on the keyboard and extend a bit the zone to cover also this hex. So now I can scrap soldiers and move them to the population. To scrap units, we need to do it from subunit level. So scrap everyone.
Yes, sir.
Please notice we have received some ammo, food and metal. And you can see that 1900 population has been returned to the zone. So now in our zone, we have more population. So we need to do the same for the remaining units. Scrap.
Yes, sir.
And those guys scrap.
Yes, sir.
And unit disappeared, but we have now in this zone 5300 population. We can do the same with those guys because I don't need such big militia units with old models.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so also here we should see increase of population. Another problem is that we should redirect the investment to the metal mine zone. Here we have budget 100, but they are wasting the money on the another ice mine community. I don't like this idea and I will not support it. So Rico, what are you doing?
Roger
I
that.
call Rico and I remove my foundings for the zone. I will keep only 5 credits, but I will increase recruits and colonists even to 3000. Even I will pay them more to join because I will move the population to the south, to the other zone. Confirm.
Roger that.
By the way, if you click here the middle button, here you can see what is your current investment and amount of population that you are recruiting for recruits or for colonists. So you can check it here. You don't need to call the governor to check it. Another problem can be our money, because if we go to the reports, you can see that we have negative cash flow, and in the treasury and cash flow on the bottom, you can see that we have 167 revenue and our expenses are 436. So we need to probably increase the income tax a bit and decrease the investments. So we already did. So we can see 5 credits budget. So we will save 95 credits next round, but also increase income tax would be nice. But to do this, we need to change priorities for our interior council. So let's find interior council because we are not developing those cards 1% here. So let's call her, change the priorities, and I would like to see more investment into the taxation to have another increase tax card. 25% should be enough. Here 20% for tariffs because still we don't have any. Interior policies can be 10%. So probably we can even increase taxation to 30. That would be better.
Order received.
Thanks. And regarding the zone on the south, please notice that they are already constructing the farming asset, but they had no money to finance it. That's why they took a debt. Here you can see that buying assets expenses 100 credits. So probably they will continue upgrading. Next one will cost 200 and next one 500. So very good, they will have some food. We can also move this unit because you can see there is some danger because they are not sure if there are any enemy units here. So we need to move our unit and uncover some area nearby this city because in few hexes range, probably 4, if we have unclear situation, people may feel that they are in danger. Also, this area need more exploration, so here I will raise a formation, but let's check by pressing L how many current logistics we have. 144. So can we raise here motorbikes? We can. We need 110, but we don't have enough people. That's why we will have less subunits, probably 4 motorcycles. But anyway, I will do it. So next round they will help exploring this area. And they are building here in this hex the farming. Let's go here. You remember that somewhere here is hex perk that increasing military research. I would like to have this hex perk, so I can move this unit. Oh, we can see I can move this unit here and grab this hex. So now I will receive this bonus because it's within our borders and also we have the volcano. So this unit can simply go here and protect our land. We will see what they will do. Another element that we should do is to assign our motorcycles to this formation to let them fight more effectively. So go to unit administration. Let's check. They are 3rd Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. So we need to change the headquarters to 3rd Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. So they are green and the other we will do the same. And we can do the same here. Those motorbikes will belong to the 1st and those to the pink brigade. So pink is 2nd. So change to the 2nd. You can see I cannot select those two because they already have 2 auxiliary units attached. So here there is some free slot. It's good to attach independent units because then the commander can use the skills and help them. So let's check our stratagems. We have some covert ops stratagems. We could play one maybe to increase the recon, but I would like to see some juniors and check if we have better candidates because if you are increasing in the Empire dashboard, so technology level increase the technical skills of new leaders, administration level increase the command and war related skills of our leaders, and civilization level the interpersonal skills of our leaders. So the new juniors should be better over time than the juniors that we hired in the first round, thanks to those 3 numbers. But we don't have many political points. So probably I will only play spy card, but where to play? Probably somewhere here to uncover this area. So I will send only single spy. It's cheaper and probably it will be enough. Let's do it.
Copy that.
It was critical success, so in reality we have sent 2 spies instead of 1. And that was the goal. And we have 1 fate point. So what we can do? Let's check. In the zones we have only Labor Day, but we don't want to play it now, and Gladiators. That could be good in the Metal Mine zone to increase the quality of life. I will play it because we don't have better cards. No, we don't have. So yeah, let's play and build arena in this small zone.
Roger that.
Yes. So now if we jump to the zone to assets, you can see they have arena, which will increase the entertainment by 100 points. Maybe we'll stop the decrease of civilization score somehow. And we are lacking of political power. Can we build some assets? Let's say the high command could be good because then we'll have bonus to political power and bureaucratic points. That would be very good. It's not very expensive, so maybe or bureaucratic offices, which would be very good, but it's more expensive, especially in the industrial points. So maybe high command as a long-term investment, maybe it would be good. So let's start the upgrade
Roger that.
and check our assets. You can see industrial points, of course, is a bottleneck. So the high command we can decrease to 25%, but we have started this asset. Okay, nothing more to do. Let's play next round. Azonia moved some units. We will see what they have. So quite a lot of movements this round. We need to be careful with this time period. Crisis of egoism. Okay, mechanized artillery discovered. Oh, we have improvised industrial points. Very good. So let's check the south part. And as expected, there are some enemies. That's why they were in danger. So we need to double check who is there. Probably I will move here. Oh, another Hexberg also. The relict ancient mech and its military research plus 100. It would be good to have this one, but we don't have many forces here, so militia need to stay where they are. No, they both need to stay in place, but here we need to buy also some help. So defensive unit, machine guns, but we don't have what? Logistics. You can see the logistics is utilized. We switch to initial because there is a lot of transportation here going on. We are sending metal and also our units need supplies. Okay, this might be a problem because I cannot protect properly this area. Who is close here? Those guys, and here nobody. I need to send them some help. Okay, so let's solve this situation first. Let's check what are the modifiers. Please notice that we don't have any terrain modifiers here. So this escapement is a problem only upwards. And it looks like the terrain here is a higher terrain and they are in the lower terrain. So if they would attack our hex, they would have a problem. But if we attack from the top, then this is not a problem. That's why there is no negative modifier here from terrain. So it's good for us. So now we only need, and please notice that they have less units than last round. It looks like here was 9 and here was 3. Maybe the nomads also have some problems if they don't have access to their hidden territory capital, because there is some concept that even territories which don't have city, one hex in their land is their hidden capital. Maybe if they don't have access to it, now they have problems. Who knows? If you know anything, please let me know because it's a very interesting topic. And they will not escape here during the battle because they are surrounded. So probably I need to only attack them. Using infantry here, motorbikes maybe will be risky. Maybe 2 infantry from here, 1 from here, and 1 motorbike. Let's do this attack.
Move it now.
I hope no losses on our side.
All clear, sir.
Yeah, very good. Here please notice there are 2 pages because we have more units. This subunit is reducing the enemy entrenchment by 50% if, in this case, this machine gun had attached this bunker buster. The white number means that this unit pinned 2 enemy units, and the red that this unit killed 1 and pinned 1. Pinned unit means that they lose readiness and entrenchment. Okay, very good. So now we can move some units here to help them. So I would use motorbikes to move there, but we are quite slow. But well, we need to expand this direction where we have this road. This is quite fast militia unit. Maybe this fast militia unit can help there. Okay. And this militia unit probably need to go and help here because they have also some problems. They were attacked 2 times during enemy rounds, but they stand still. Also, they receive replacements thanks to the fact that we have moved militia to SHQ. So now in the SHQ, we have used all units that were in SHQ. You can see 15 replacements delivered. Maybe we need more. So maybe this unit, we should transfer something to the SHQ, maybe 500. So SHQ will be able to send some militia replacements next round and still will be able to have 1000 to protect the capital. Okay, so here that's all. We need to take this hex. This is Android's cave, so experience for the governor. They need to stay here and survive. Here they move back. We can attack this unit. They have low readiness, low morale. It should be quite easy. I will use only infantry, but from multiple directions to increase the concentric bonus. That should be fine. 4 units, 100% bonus. We have too many units to effectively fight, but why we have soldiers in variant 2? Let's attack.
Advancing. Do no harm?
It
Yeah,
was quick.
right.
Low morale, low readiness, as expected. And here we can see finally some stronger units, but I think those are their militia units. You can see they are sending some militia monks. The risky element here is RPG, because they are quite good at hard defense, and they are experienced, and the bikers also are quite good. But we can use our artillery finally to do some test shooting. Let's check. Usually artillery is to reduce the readiness and entrenchment, but sometimes maybe something more. Fire! 1 pin, 2 pinned, 3 units pinned. You can see that there was counter artillery fire. 1 unit killed. Please notice that they receive a hit from the counter artillery fire, because if you are attacking using range attack enemy units that also have artillery, their artillery can shoot back, but only artillery. So sometimes it's good to have artillery to do the counter battery attacks. But I think this was very effective attack. This is 25mm artillery. You can see we have increased their readiness to 71. They had no entrenchment, so we couldn't decrease, but we killed 100. 100 retreated. So it was very good. Very good. What we can do now? We need to finalize those guys. Move slowly a bit. Machine guns here. Those guys here. We need to properly deal with them. Bikers would be needed to increase recon. They can still escape. Maybe I should move them like that. They can still try to attack our motorbikes, which would be risky. Machine guns here and one of the infantry here. Yeah, I would like to simply eliminate them completely next round and focus on militia, but also we can do some movements. Even our tanks could do some testing attack, but no, it would be risky because of course, the terrain is plain sand, so they are lucky because of the terrain. But that's not a problem because we have pink brigade, so our bikes, they have low movement on this glacier. Let's capture some land. What's that? 1000 folks. Let's enable the supply layer to be careful. And we will move through the road. I wonder if they have only militia. I would move even there. I will move the tanks here to fight with those 2 units on the better terrain, on Plains Rocky. I don't want to fight on the sand dunes. So it means that we'll move the units south. So infantry will try to capture the sand, tanks will fight on the normal terrain. But maybe I stay here too close. What's our soft defense? 160 and 160 hit points. Let's see if they will do anything. Our headquarters a bit closer. That's all here. And now northeast. As expected, they moving from the glacier south, so we can check who they are. We don't see who they are. We need to improve this road a bit. We don't have much points, but maybe 1 hex. 1 hex should be okay. I would like to stay on the green supply area. And let's do the recon here. Strong unit. We need to move back. We need to be careful. Here they are probably in the mountains. So I would like to capture this one. And the unit need to keep mountains because we will have here our supply line. Otherwise, they could go here and capture this hex and cut us from the supply. So we need to be careful. Okay, we need more units here. So no other option than buying somebody. I will buy one machine gun. Next round, we'll send them somewhere. Now review the assets. What is the situation? We have finished the Dawn facility, so we have more food. We increase from 200 to 500. So next round, the SHQ will receive 800 additional food, which is very good. Industry will be quite long term, but with that speed, if we can keep up, but we cannot. You can see the metal, we cannot build as fast. 50% should be okay because we need to have also some points for new units. And we have finished supply base. So regarding the supply base, here I need another level of supply base. Because you remember, I need 100 extension points. It will consume some fuel, but we have no problem with the fuel. Let's do it.
Roger that.
This is quite important because thanks to it, we will have range up to here with 100% of supply. So probably we need to think of another track station and another zone. We could extract something from here. So it will be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So here we could have somewhere a city, and here we could have track station because I want to keep everything in the 6 hex range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here would be a good placement for a zone. But the zone can be built on asset. So we need to think what asset could be here. Probably supply base. And then we can build here track station, and this supply base will also extend the points. That would be good. Okay, so now here. This zone, as you remember, need to have more assets, what they are building, another level of food. So we need to play maybe the sprout schools. It will give them education. 12 political power. Let's do it, but we need to ensure, yeah, we are targeting this zone, so let's
Roger that.
play it. And now you can see that we have arena and schools. And schools will give us 50 educational quality of life points. So we should slowly increase the quality of life in this zone. Also, we have colonists. So let's send here colonists. But please notice that to send colonists, you need to have logistical points because they have their weight. So we need to increase logistic here. And what is the weight of this machine gun unit? 185. And for those guys, probably 33. So we need additionally about 220. And also they need nearly 200. So you know what? I will create here using the traffic signs. I will create here the custom pull point marker to redirect here also additional 200 logistical points, and they will be additional points for this hex on top of the existing ones to let me next round do strategical transfer and move of the colonists. So now I think this will be quite good. So in the preview, you can see that now there is a black bar. So green is for units, blue is for zone, and black is for custom pull points. And we will receive next round more points to this zone because I need them to move this unit and to move colonies. Let's hope that will be okay, but we need to double check if this will not affect the front line. It will somehow affect them, but here we lock everything except pull points, which means we will redirect more to the front line. But you can see that the points are constant up to the hex and they are diminishing because we don't have extension points. But thanks to this supply base, it should improve in next 2 rounds. And let's check bottlenecks. Bottlenecks here. Here they are bottlenecks, yeah. Maybe it's time also for another level of track station, but not everything at once. So, decisions. They want to conquer 45-0. Probably no chance for that. No, it's somewhere 45-0 here. Not yet, guys. We need to refuse.
Copy that.
We lose their happiness, so they will be a bit unhappy, but we keep our word score high. And please notice that we don't have here the faction that won the last elections. So you can see we have fixed the lost elections problem, and Aina is no longer here. Secret Service Council can fix such things like lost election, and we are majority with 100 happiness. But you can see 38% of votes. We should won next elections without any problem. So they would like to have governor. So maybe this guy with this nice mustache should be a governor, but please check his intermediate skill. What was your previous job, dude? History, he was enforcer, and then he became trader. Interesting person. He would be a good advisor to deal with our main zone, but we sadly don't have slot for another advisor because we have one, and to have two advisors you need to have more than 3 zones, and we have two. But this advisor has 78 years, so he's old, very low strength. So let's check. You can see he is losing the war and strength because of the old age. So I expect, and this is test done for each year, so each few rounds he will slowly decrease the strength, and there is some chance that he will simply go away because of the old age. And then maybe we can replace him with the other guy because he is militia chief. So I don't want to lose the militia profile, because if we remove him, we will lose a lot of militia profile. Do we have anyone with militia chief trait? No, only he. And in our autocracy regime, people like militia, so I don't want to mess with that currently. Okay, decisions. Policy speech, very important. Conquer, not really. Number of hexes was the current value. If you hover the option, you can see currently we have 963. So they want to have around 130 more. So I'm not sure if I will be able to do this before round 72, so 11 rounds. I'm not sure. Private assets reach 23 levels and we have 21. That is possible. Yeah, I will choose this one. Quite safe, and it will increase commerce also.
Affirmative.
So we have first obligation, and we need to remember what now. We have this model, so check the manage types. I need to discover ultralight aircraft. I will do the discovery, or we can do better machine guns, because let's check. Manage blueprints, machine guns. The old version is using advanced machine gun and padded enviro suit, so the new one could use high-speed machine guns and combat armor. It means that here hit points 150 and here 250 and here soft defense 340 and here 518. So they will be much more dangerous. And this design shouldn't take, it will be 160 bureaucratic points for the iteration. So let's check what's the investment. We invest 29. Let's say increase by half, 45, maybe 3 rounds and we would have it. But Gauss small arms is 43. Maybe that would be better. Okay, so I will wait for the Gauss weapon because machine guns also can use it, which means that we will focus on discovery. Nomad traders offer ammunition, but now we have ammunition. Landing territory. Where is landing territory? Here, on the south, because, those guys that we met on the south. Landing territory, they. Relations are unclear. Nomads. They want to trade. Where is their land? Here, but here no. You know what? How much do you want? 270 for 500 ammo, but I wonder if the relation would increase. Our guys would be happy because we are doing a deal and will increase commerce. But you know what? I would like to increase the relation by 2 points to 35. I would agree. Let's do the deal, guys, with nomads. Not for the ammo. I hope the relation will increase. Let's see.
Roger that.
Yes, the relation increased. You know what does it mean? It means that if the relation is unclear and it's above or equal 35, they will not attack and grab our land. We don't need to call those forces because we have good relations and they will not take our land. So this was a political decision to fix this problem. Of course, we can push them back using stronger forces and decrease a bit the relation, but they will not take more land from us. So some pseudo diplomacy here. So go to the decisions. Training opportunity. Some militia unit can receive some subunit. So for us, this is mainly decision about mind or enforcement. So do we want mind or enforcement? Enforcement will decrease our profile and mind will decrease a bit hard. But mind, I need to double check our leaders by capability. And what do you like? Looking for anyone who has a problem with enforcement or with mind. He likes mind, so okay, so only our Air Force research doesn't like enforcement. So I will go for mind because we have two people who will be happy.
Yes, sir.
Not directly, but over time. They should simply have better alignment with our regime. Okay, let's check if the spies are doing well. So they are simply doing their job, but I would like to see what's here also. So let's send another, not spy team, another spy to this zone because we have 0 spies here.
Copy that.
Critical success, so we have currently 2, as you can see, and 2 here. So this is important simply to uncover the terrain and remove the fog of war using spies. And let's check our Secret Service Council. How are you progressing with your skills? He's improving cover ops, streetwise, but not too much. You need to be faster. Here it was nice improvement by 13 levels. And here he improved personal combat only by 1 level. And you have spent 42 experience. It's not effective. So he has 10. And we have only 1 use point. Maybe do another assassination attempts in future to improve this skill for him. And SHQ guy, are you learning? High command 15, trade 35. So he is mainly learning trade, as you can see, and high command a bit. Here, high command by 5 levels. So you should learn more high command. I hope you will do it soon. So let's check assets, because we have more constructions than needed. Ammo factory, high command 25. I will keep it as it is. So what to do with money? Let's check the prices. 2.2 for fuel. I will wait 1 round, maybe it will increase, and next round we will sell something. Probably nothing more we can do this round, so let's play. No, they are moving back. Azonia moved their monks. Probably they want to use the terrain better. Our buggies are fighting, and we have killed 300. Oh, we are quick with the promise. It took 1 round. Field training. Maybe we can use it. Okay, so check the logistics and let's check the extension points are working, but only 50. So probably the 75 was not yet applied because of the production delay. So next round we should extend this probably to here, and in next 2 rounds to here. So what we can do with Mapelar? They have stronger unit and artillery, but they have low readiness, low morale. Also they. So first I will attack the unit on the south using maybe machine gunners and militia. Let's do it.
All clear, sir.
Okay, so they moved to the next hex, and now machine gunners can fill the gap. And now we can do the final attack, probably using also this unit. Let's check if we need all of the units. No machine guns, no. Yeah, probably I need another unit here, so it will be better. Let's do the fight.
Advancing.
Oh,
Do no harm?
it
Yeah.
was quick. So the problem solved. Mapeller does not exist, same as those guys here. So we have removed the two minor territories finally, and now we can focus on Azonia. But you can see this terrain, the lakes, the rivers, and the small gap here. It will be difficult. They are smart. It will be hard to encircle them here. You can see. Maybe we could use this way, use this gap between those two lakes, and here only block them and push here. Maybe we can extend this road. But there is desert here. It will be not cheap, but from here we could move here and here. But what's the river? This is frozen extra large river, so it can be also costly for the construction. I need to think what to do. So I don't move any units currently. Here, they are attacking our units and they are losing. We cannot properly surround them yet. I will move back bikes here to double check if nobody is entering our land from this direction. And you guys, I will move back by one hex. Let them enter the plains rocky. We will prepare a trap slowly. Here we have two units. Let's wait. We'll see what they will do. And now let's check current logistics. So we have asked for additional 200. Why we couldn't get? Probably because we need a lot of supplies here. So we couldn't get what we requested. But we have more than last time. So they need to use their food. So maybe they can help with those guys. Yeah, here we see our enemies. This is bad situation because we cannot deal with them properly and we are pinned here. Maybe I need to send here also somebody. Here the relation is 45. I need to extend a bit the terrain. Oh, it's also there. Yeah, so I am not afraid that they will enter our land and we need to clean and expand here the area. So we can even go here. What is ours, they will not take it. So we need to expand a bit. There's militia, maybe they are fast. Motorbikes. Let's do some recon. You can see so many houses. Let's check how many people. 11,000 free folks. 11,000. Very good. It's ours. Very good. So you also, let's capture as much as we can. And you know what? I will extend our zone using the zone borders to capture also this hex. So now this is our prairie zone and we will have much more free folks. You can see plus 11,000. So they will increase the amount of people in this zone. By the way, are they leaving? No, they are fine. They are happy. So we can send maybe now some colonies. Still we cannot. Here there is a problem. I need to check used points. You can see 700. So why do you need so many points? We are sending metal. And they are also sending the ammunition. We bought the ammunition and the ammunition landed here in this zone. So now they are trying to send the ammunition back to the SHQ. That's why we have a bottleneck here. I think they have sent 572. So nearly 200 is left in the zone to send and 100 metal. So let's hope next round it will be okay. So let's zoom out and check where we should expand. I would go along this road. Because we have supplies from the roads. But here, what's that? Let's go to preview. I don't need this road here. Probably we can block this to avoid any waste of points just in case. Also here I would cancel pull points, so I disable those two roads and redirect more points here. Okay, disable the preview. So this militia can go here and expand. This is risky, and the road here would be good to explore, so our motorcycles would be good to jump there and check if there. Oh, another big town. 17,000. And what's there? Fertility, of course. So this is something we need to have, and this is not aligned forces. So it looks like the Brown Brigade needs to go south down this road. And it means that we need to move our units to the road. Militia can grab some land. Oh, another free folk. There is a lot of free folk towns to capture, but this is non-aligned force. So let's go this way and check what we can do. Because I would like to capture this and explore and capture as much as we can. And here, this will be a slow progression because we don't have enough forces to push them back too much in this situation. So we'll only block here the terrain. Maybe capture some land. So we will create a kind of defensive line here. To keep them blocked. Maybe the artillery could be also useful here. But tanks need to go south using the road. Machine guns can go here and help, but you will be needed there. So we do some shift. Machine guns will protect and defend, and the regular units will go south and capture the land. Probably this is what we can do. And our bikes also go here. So now let's check decisions. New demand. Oh, increase private assets. Yeah, this is very good demand. Accept. We can do this. Militia learns from experience. So to give experience to our militia units, I would choose this option, but I will leave it to our secretary because I don't want to waste this point. Organizational model design, no changes.
Affirmative.
And budget. For budget, economic council is okay. Military, we should increase to 21 probably. Model should stay at 10. Staff council I would increase to 12. Secret service can be 8. Interior can be 8. Supreme can stay as it is. And Air Force also. So the biggest change is simply to increase military. Confirm.
Affirmative.
So we need to fix the problem with money. I need to trade a bit, but not too much. I will sell. You can see the selling opportunities are really low. Only 85 can be sold. So let's do it.
Yes, sir.
So we have 367 as a buffer. And regarding stratagems, as you remember, we should have improvised industrial points. But we need to have 500 credits to play this card. And this might be a problem. From where I can get 500 credits if currently I cannot sell too much. How much we can get for this? 18 rare for 180. Maybe that would be enough to pay the card, but we will end up with not enough credits to pay our people. And that would be a problem. So maybe not this round. Let's check. We are paying quite a lot to our workers. 210. Let's check. Payment is 6 and income is 4 in the private economy. So I would decrease the salary in public sector to be one above the private. So zone
Roger that.
orders, worker salary will decrease a bit. I decrease the sign-up bonus. Even for recruits, we will keep it as 0. For colonies, also 0. Probably we can decrease the colonies to 2000 and increase recruits to 500. Okay,
Roger that.
they are unhappy, but not too much. But it should help our economy. And also, we need the increased taxes. Where is our taxation? Let's check stratagem generation. Tax stratagems. We had 23% chance to generate increased income tax, but we missed the roll. Okay, so we have around 23% per round. Not much, but probably we cannot increase it more with current number of bureaucratic points. So we need to simply wait and hope we'll have it. Okay, so let's check our assets. Here, the supply base will be not urgent because we stabilized the front line and we build defensive lines. So supply lines will be effective currently. So 25% should be fine. Industry, I would speed up a bit. Let's check the preview. And high command, maybe 50%. We'll see. And we miss machines. So let's construct in the workshop one machinery.
Yes, sir.
Here, this militia, you can see that they returned as replacements for this unit. So I need to transfer the whole unit to SHQ to really have replacements for other units. And also those guys. So now they all are in SHQ, and now we can send replacements for this unit, for this unit. And let's check reports. Empire dashboard, you can see our reward score is increasing, we are loved, and there is one demand. In the prospecting overview, you can see that in the Flint zone there is something. Maybe some prospecting would be good because we resolved the previous demand. We got also 20 political points. So you can see now we have 34. But what we can play? We could play some another spy, maybe not now. We could. I need to collect political points for this 27. So only 7 will be left after playing this card. So maybe I try to recruit. Even I cannot recruit junior, but I can scrap maybe some cards like those two. And in the zones, nothing there. But for leaders, gift to faction. We can scrap those two. The rest is okay. So you have 5 scrap points. Nothing more probably this round. So let's play the next one. Nothing special happened. Oh, we have increased civilization level. And private investment may be needed for our zone on the south. Those 2 cards to scrap. So let's scrap them to remember. Gift to faction, and in the nation it was mercenary. So we have 7 scrap points currently. And here we need to give them more money to finance their constructions. And also this is our demand. So stratagems, private investment. Let's play this card on our prairie zone.
Copy that.
But sadly, we could attract only 400 credits of investment. So it was quite expensive politically card, and we only attracted 400, but better than nothing. So now they should have here some funds, and it should be easier to create some projects. But they have no projects, but they have money. So let's hope they will build something. You can see that they are not taking our land. So we can expand. This militia can help here, and we need to somehow convince them to move back, probably by having more units. So, because they are increasing danger, you can see sooner or later we need to deal with them. Here, expansion, and once again expansion. We need to take as much as possible. There are some units, but our Brown Brigade can help here, especially our tanks. And that's why we are sending here regular army. Oh, what's that? For sure this is not true. 10 buggies. So let's keep them somewhere here. So you guys need to go south. This way. This is radioactive terrain. So you can see that there is 84 radiation. Not much, but we need to be careful. So in general, here in the readiness tab, there is here the level of radiation we got and we don't have. Also biohazard and atmospheric hazard. So those are, and temperature. So those are the 4 exposures that we can have, and we can have some losses because of the exposure. So, but currently all is good. Militia, if we are going south, they will go northwest. You also keep pushing, keep pushing. I wonder if we should move 1 hex closer to them. Yeah, because then we will shorten a bit the defensive lines that we need. So we'll do something like that. With some recon here. Who is there? Also militia. So they don't have regular units here. Now we have blocked this path. And here some expansion. And here, so they can go south. We need to have some strong forces to capture this free land without any bigger fightings. So why to fight here if we can capture the free land here and there are roads? Okay, this front line. They are not engaging, which is bad. I thought that maybe they will engage us. Okay, so let's do some recon. And what I can do, they move back to the glacier, which is bad. So what to do? Maybe now they will come closer. Guys, attack us. Oh, machine guns. They should progress their journey. Here nothing to do. What are the logistics? Oh, you can see. I think now we can remove this custom pull point. So none. And everything is currently as it should. So we can also buy here some units, but which ones? Machine guns are a bit less expensive. 20 metal. Build 1 machine gun. And also motorcycle. Also we need some, not here, we need some replacements for motorcycles. So this 100 that we are missing. Do we need any model replacements for machine guns? Yeah, we have 400 to replace. So we need to buy 400 machine guns. We can only 300. And they will be sent as replacements, I hope. Why they were not sent? They are tolerated and we had nothing in SHQ. Now we have 300. So they will replace those guys soon. What's the money situation? In the urgent issues, 167 negative cash flow, 10 rounds left. We can customize formation, but still not enough to customize brigade. So postpone. Oh, minor worker strike in our new zone. Living conditions are bad. I know, guys. I try to help. So with such situations, we deal as typical autocratic government. So use military force to remind them that it's not as bad as they think.
Roger that.
Yeah, 1,000 soldiers, and we succeed, but 20 fear in the city. What I can do? I will not do this currently. And Nomad traders offer another deal with ammunition, but we don't have credits, guys. So I will leave this to our secretary. Also this I will leave to secretary, but I need to have less than 20 political points to avoid this option. Probably I will play what I can play. Let's check the treasury and cash flow. So if they are so rich in our main zone, they are very rich. I can increase Sales tax 25%, and maybe in future also other tax.
Order received.
Success. So we have 50% sales tax, so we should have some money from here. So now this option is disabled, so secretary should deal with the rest. And what about our assets? We do what we can. They are progressing. High command can be, no, high command is okay. Can we finally send colonists here? We can. 500 as workers,
Roger that.
and the rest will be as population.
Roger that.
So now we have 11,000 people here. Free folk assets give us 9,000. So we are closer and closer to 25. Income is 1, and here salary 6. That's why we try to keep them here in the zone, not to migrate back to the capital. Maybe I need another OHQ soon. We have food. Maybe I will call Rico. Call Rico. Maybe we can try to get money from slave trader. What do you think,
Roger that.
guys? Here, this option. But this will intermediate role. Maybe we can attach even the advisor. Let's help Rico before you die from the old age and
Roger that.
do something useful. And now Rico, focus. Focus. We need more money from those ugly slave traders. Advisor will be used, so good. You both, let's do it.
Roger that.
Okay, slave trader was afraid that we might shut him down, and he agreed to pay us 700 credits. Rico, you know how to deal with such guys. This is very good. This is thanks to the comments from you guys, from community. That was a suggestion by one of you, and now thanks to that we have more money. So next round maybe we'll be able to play the card for industrial points. So very good. Let's play next round. They are moving back? What is going on? No, it was only some change. Oh, I need to check what happened there. There were some interesting movements. We have researched and completed Gauss small arms. Okay. Commercial project, very good. So, guys, here, what are you doing? Ah, you can see the relation is dropped to 25, and now they can capture our land. So we have tested that in practice. Probably they are unhappy because we didn't buy munition. Well, but guys, now we can deal with you because we have more units. So let's send machine guns. We block them. Buggies from this side. You have dinosaurs? 2000 biped cavalry? They are strong. They might create a threat for our zone. Not good. So we need to move back our forces. The weakest part is here. Probably green guys need to turn southeast and help there. So no other option. We need to go. What's this? We need to go and capture things. You will block them. Should I buy some replacements for you? You miss 700 machine guns? Okay, so I can buy... No, not machine guns. We miss regular units. So they miss 6 units of infantry and they miss 7 units. So 13 units. Okay, so let's buy. I can buy 700 only. I forgot about that. So now buggies can stay here, but you may help. Regular units also may help there. So our headquarters here. This is risky. You know what? So we need to block them. Probably, and we don't have soldiers. What they are building here? What's that? Another Donstad? Why here? First one is here. Ah, they are building level 3. They cannot build more, so they are building another here. They are increasing the private asset levels for us. Here somebody appeared. They have strong units. in general. Oh, they came to us. So I will move back by 1 hex. We need to simply protect this land. Probably we need some tanks here and on the south. So how the assets are progressing. With that speed, we'll construct it soon. I would speed up to 100% and this decrease to 25. We need to construct this and then focus maybe on tanks. But we can also send here some population, another 5,000 colonists. So we have 17,000. The goal is to improve this metal mine. So maybe this round we can play improvised. No, we cannot. We miss some points. Okay, so check decisions. I will build side skills for our tanks and then we will develop new version of tanks.
Copy that.
Shouldn't be expensive. Let's check in technology. So we have those two technologies. Side skirts, what's the cost? 800 bureaucratic points. Okay, we need to wait. But with side skirts and heavy industry, we'll open those four technologies. And then maybe we'll need applied science council also. But without bureaucratic points, it will simply has no sense. So check maybe how good now can be our machine guns, because the version 2 can use Gauss machine gun. So you can see the firepower is 300 here and 500 here. So you can see that we can increase the soft defense from 518 to 860. That would be really powerful unit. Okay, and our infantry, we can rename them to Gauss infantry, and they will have Gauss rifle and combat armor. So hit points 250, attack 138 compared to 86. So you can see 50% better and hit points 100 more. Now we have proper blueprints for infantry and machine guns. We can rename them as Gauss and machine guns. And with Gauss weapon we can fight finally with some major regimes and stronger nomads. But our model design, they are doing discovery and they are trying to discover ultralight aircraft. And let them do it. Let them finalize this. I hope they will not cross this barricade and capture our zone. Let's hope this is not the case. Can we move any units? I could move maybe this militia or this militia. What's their weight? 84, so we can move them here. Strategic move and jump here. So to be sure. Also in our capital we don't have any units, so this militia can move here. Okay, so check the west part. Here we need to simply progress and they need to go along the road and explore the beautiful land. We are at the edge of our supplies here, so we need to be careful. Those guys should go south, capture land. Your task is to capture as much as possible ruins. Here 6,000 free folks and here ruins 7,000 scavenging points. Okay, better than nothing. You guys also go and grab some land. And you? What are you doing here? How dare you? Let's do some recon. No, we don't have a recon, so motorcycles. So from where they have the strong units? Probably our artillery will be needed here. Let's soften those guys. Nothing special happened. We even didn't decrease their readiness. But what we can do? We need to protect our land. This is risky. This is risky situation here. Very risky. So we need to go south a bit. No drastic movements, guys. Probably I need them here. So there is some gap on the north, but we need to deal with them. So I will move back this unit. You can stay here. I miss armor-based units. And our logistics is ending here somewhere. Yeah, here is the last hex where we have an action points available to deliver any logistical points. Maybe we need to finally create here the zone, maybe after we build industry. Okay, so we have few units that can still move. Let's go, guys, especially our tanks. Headquarter. Press 8 on the keyboard to check who didn't move. You, but you don't want to attack, you need to defend. Okay, let's check the map. We are quite big, but we have a lot of wastelands that we can still conquer. Those guys are still fighting. We have check victory points. Check victory points. Here we are doing quite well, nearly same as our major enemy, but they have more population. But we have more land, and we'll have more soon. The only risk is that they will conquer Azonia and they will have their cities. That would be bad. So what we can do? I think we need probably more soldiers. Currently we only recruit 500. Maybe, you know what, Rico?
Roger that.
Let's increase it to 2000. Yeah, 2000 recruits and 2000 colonists.
Roger that.
Okay, but without special additional payments. Food is okay thanks to the fact that we have upgraded our food production. That was here in this hex. That was good move. But let's check our political situation. As we know, there are new factions. So here we have Popular Union. Our Supreme Command Council decided to create a faction. They would like to see their members as directors, and thanks to the fact that he is director, we have +8. They really like government, but we don't. Autocracy hard, okay. So let's check his alignment with our profile. 25. It could be better, but we can keep him currently if there will be nobody better. But he's not really dangerous as Aina was. So check this guy. He is happy because you remember we gave him the governor role and they like zone administration, so they are happier and 84 currently. So it was a good move to give him the metal mine zone. And Elite League, here we have a problem. Low happiness, leader is unhappy, and this guy is very unhappy. So we need to do something. He is unhappy, why? -10 because due to the character's faction membership, whatever that means. Probably it means maybe that this guy is unhappy or they don't have enough representation in the zone administration sector. So 59. But you can see that the natural relation point is 100. So over time he should improve. So probably we need only to deal with this guy, Gas Side Hill. I think his name, we need to change his name, especially that he has high intimidate skill. He need to have really cool name and we need to make him happy. Go to the leaders, reserve pool, and this guy renamed to Mr. Enforcer to remind us that this is his only skill, but very high skill. He cannot improve it further because it's his maximum. So double the charisma is a maximum level. But we can give him Hero of the Nation card. Then we improve the relation and improve also the maximum skill. So let's do this. I would like to use this guy in future. So I would like to keep him happy and increase the intermediate skill more.
Affirmative.
Okay, let's check. Okay, now he increased a bit the relation to the yellow color, and now here you can also see plus 10 because of the hero of the nation, so we have 76. And we need to find a job for him. Probably it will be advisor, but currently we cannot give the advisor role to him because we have Oli Hamal, very old guy. So we have two options: wait until he will retire, or maybe dismiss this guy and replace with our Mr. Enforcer. But he has learned quite a lot, but it's not amazing. Maybe he could be a good governor and Mr. Enforcer could be a good advisor. So let's check our militia profile. 68. And what will be the cost of replacing him? 8 political and probably minus 8% relation. I will wait with this decision. Maybe he will retire on his own soon. So if we have 18 political power, maybe we could try to check some juniors in the nation tab. Maybe, maybe there will be somebody talented. I will check two juniors. The first one, capability 1, Gordon. Not really helpful usage of political power, but let's keep trying. And another one. Let's check capability 2, Brent. So he could be a commander with this war and charisma, but don't have any skills. Nothing special. Probably military could be better to find OHQ commanders. So let's scrap some stratagems. Mercenary in the zones. Volunteer drive, I don't need this. 500 to militia also not. And 500 to populace, I don't have money. This might be useful, we'll see. And in leaders, okay, so I have 11 points. I don't think we can have more. Let's play next round. Okay, there were some small battles. Great, we have ultralight aircraft, so now we can focus on designing new models. Supply problems for one of the units. Let's scrap more cards because I noticed that we have still recruit mercenaries, so don't need. And in zones we have two prospecting push, so one can be scrapped. And maybe support faction also we can scrap two. And we can craft our stratagem. And there was a comment that the card type that we will craft depends on the tab that we select here. So let's select Nation tab. Before we were in the Zones tab, that's why we got some asset. So now in the Nation tab, I wonder if this is working like that. So this card now should belong to this tab. Hopefully, we see. This is very interesting. Craft. Indeed, Indeed, this card belongs to this section. We have Meritocratic Improviser, which will give us a junior leader, because there is no number here. Usually if there is some number, there is some guaranteed capability level, but here it will be a normal junior that will also increase the meritocracy. But he is here, so this is working like that. So if you select some tab, then the card is generated in that tab. Very good. Thank you for this comment. Let's check our assets. We have finished industrial level 2. Yeah, very good. Now we can spend metal from our mines on something more useful because it was a really metal consuming construction. So now we are building high command and we can speed up this process, and supply base, we can speed up this process. So in the preview, we end up with 445 and 780. So we have quite a lot of industrial points, and metal should improve soon. So we can also build some constructions. Here the supply base. So here should be the truck station, and probably I will do it. Logistics truck station, which will allow us to better support this front line, because currently you can see the points are reaching this hex. So this is really an important construction. Another one, as we said before, will be here, probably here, because we have 6 tiles to this mine and 5 to the truck station, and here we will create supply base. And here also in future will be our zone. And another Another is here in our, if we hide units. In this zone, we have only metal mine. I need also track station here, and this will be our logistic hub to the east and west. Because currently this west main logistical line will support our front line, and we don't have much points here, and I don't want to split them here on south. Better it will be to continue better logistics to this zone, and the zone can also support the southwest and southeast part of our zone. So that's why here we will build another track station.
Roger that.
But remember, you don't need to build track stations in cities, but in this case, we are 10 tiles from supply base, and supply base is 5 tiles from the city, so no need to build in other place. So check how the preview will look like. Yeah, metal will be a problem. We can decrease a bit the track station here and should be fine, because this is, yeah, that track station. Okay, because we are doing well here currently, but in future we will need this. Okay, so let's buy some replacements. As you remember, we need 200. No, we have already replaced every old model, so we have only regular models. And in machine guns, here we have 200 and 100 in SHQ. So maybe I will buy machine guns, 200 machine guns, why not? So there were some movements here. This is risky. That's why we need to be really careful. This is the place where we have our brown brigade to deal with such situations. So we use militia to block them, and the tanks will be needed soon. And the regular units need to continue their advancements. Here we simply take the land and go back. Here we will go this way. Recon. Probably we'll need more recon soon here. Okay, so now we know who they are. Not really strong. Probably next round we can deal with them, but we need to block them. Or you know what? I need to take the mountains, and this unit will block them. I don't want to have them sitting in the mountains. So here, no choice. We need to. You can see we have problems with logistics. There is pickup issue, low logistical points, because there is no logistics on this road. Because this is too far away. So maybe we need to simply build a road leading west. Zoom out a bit. Yeah, probably need to be a straight line. So R, construct road. This will be like that. And you guys need to capture this area. I hope you have food. You have, okay. Because this is really unsupplied part of the map. Those guys need to go. They are too weak. And motorcycles block them. So what we can do with those guys? They split a bit their forces. We need to advance. Here we have more units. There is no war between us, so we can make a pressure on them. So this militia here and this militia, let's stay in place. Do we have this guy can go to the capital to make security, to patrol streets in the city, and here they don't want to engage us. Smart guys. So what we can do? We need to maybe cut them from the north. I wonder if we can be more active here and only block them here. Here nothing. So we have colonists, so let's send more colonists because we have currently 16,000 people here. Colonize as population.
Roger that.
Okay, we couldn't send all of them because probably they are using logistics here. Yeah, but we are nearly there, nearly there. So here I need to move the green brigade and help with those guys, but sadly we are spread out because of those guys. Not optimal. We are fighting on many fronts. Here, this is Azonia, so we need to be careful. Better to keep the positions and entrench. They were fighting with this neutral unit, so very good. So we can simply block the entrance and let them fight. And now we can also block those guys. Artillery also, motorbikes. So they are not in a good situation. But I will not attack because we have used most of the action points. Probably they will escape. So let's check reports. You can see that the crisis of egoism is damaging a bit the relation with leaders, but we optimize quite well the economy of our regimes. So we are losing only 45 credits per round. Let's check treasury cash flow. They took quite a big debt, and here you can see that because of the export tariffs, we are earning 92. So Azonia was buying something from us. In the trade report, we can see that we have exported to Azonia mainly food, rare metals, and a bit of fuel. So not much, not much. And check the letterbox. So we discovered ultralight aircraft, stratagems, and the new guy, Gordon Hicks, joined our main faction. So he is here, but he is quite unhappy. And here still we cannot improve the situation because, one round and he is unhappy. It's because there is crisis of egoism, -8 to the relation. We need to do something with that. Maybe we will switch the advisor. Uh,
Roger that.
it will be 8 political power and a lot of people unhappy, but let's do it.
Roger that.
Guys, you need to survive. We need to give this role to somebody else to make this guy happy and to use the intermediate skill of our Mr. Enforcer. She is also unhappy. And you. He should improve. Let's do decisions. Castor, so she. I know this is irregular, but my honor is involved here. My nephew has committed a crime against our an allied family. They demand justice. I would like to pass the sentence myself and execute my own family member. It is best the way. Quite radical statement, but no, we have tribunals for that. We have our own procedures and we will improve relation with some people. So yeah, I don't allow.
Affirmative.
And zone decisions. A popular theater group is touring Prairie for months now. They are much loved by the populace, but their message is subversive and is mocking our great nation. What should we do? Of course, in our autocracy, the answer is only one. Stop this theater group. We need propaganda, not entertainment.
Roger that.
And what we can do with our models? We can develop new, for example, recon aircraft, or we can upgrade machine guns. Maybe we'll upgrade machine guns. Maybe I will do a quick machine gun upgrade, so using the Gauss model, because they are really great on top of the existing one.
Affirmative.
Let's do something useful. Let's double check assets. In the preview, there are some yellow numbers. We can also decrease to 50% this track station. Now should be okay. And check our commanders. So this guy is happy, this guy is unhappy, and she's quite happy. Why he is unhappy? Factions membership. So they all are unhappy because of the factions membership. And I see that she has very low charisma and she is trying to improve that. So you know what? I would like to give her a bonus for the charisma stratagem hero of the nation.
Affirmative.
So now she will also have here +8 and will be able to improve morale of the soldiers much better. Why not? Soldiers are hero of our nation. We should take care of them. So maybe we can design an ultralight aircraft blueprint as a last element in this episode. So we create new design. It will be a recon aircraft. Let's check if we can have some range. So fuel tank usually increase range, but up to this point. Now let's check if wings change anything. No, so this wing is enough. And now engine. This engine is decreasing, this is increasing. So check any bomb, hatch. Then we need to increase the engine, and that's all. 4 hex range for in case if that would be a tactical bomber. But is it worth it? 4 hex? No. So probably we cannot have anything at this one as tactical bomber. Also, no big difference. So probably this will be a normal recon ultralight aircraft with twin Gauss heavy machine gun. But this is also heavier. So improve the engine, improve the fuel tank. No, maybe this will help. Yes. Okay. Because with the more weight, usually the wingspan is helping to compensate the heavier fuel tank. But in our planet, we have quite difficult situation because if you go to help planetary statistics, you can see that here the gravity is 0.2 and atmospheric density is 27%. So it means that we will not get much lift from the wingspan, but also our heavy elements are not so heavy in that gravity. And because the atmospheric density is higher than the gravity, in this case, we are talking about 270 millibars, so 0.27 bar is higher than 0.2 G. Yeah, so that's why we have recommended engine rocket, and we are trying to have it in future. But for now, we'll use this propeller engine for our recon aircraft, and this Gauss machine gun is giving us 80 soft attack, so we can even attack with such recon air units, and the range is quite good as for this planet. So maybe in future we'll develop one of those. So let's play next round. Azonia attacked our units with something stronger, and they continued the attack and killed. That is problematic. So it looks like Azonia finally bring some units to the fight. You can see that? We have lost 500 infantry. And we have research heavy industry, which is good. We have completed assault infantry. Yeah, because we have removed the militia chief, then we have problem with militia profile. Medal of Merit, funny. So you can see militia dropped to 28 because we have dismissed the chief of militia. But guys, what's that? So check this battle. We have lost 200, they have lost nothing, and what they have here? Some infantry probably, units. So they heavy machine gun infantry attack our machine gun battalion, and they kill a lot of units. Check the modificators. Ah, you can see they have some posture, probably full attack posture, which is giving them 75% of the attack, and they are quite experienced. Okay, so this is not good. And there was another battle when they simply continue, and they lost 100. But you can see this is heavy machine gun infantry. So it's bad situation, guys, here. Our independent units cannot sustain such attacks. Here we have river for our protection, but here no. Oh my god, this is not good. And what they have? Here we can see the same type of unit. This is heavy machine gun infantry battalion. So they have Gauss rifles and combat armor. And we don't have Gauss and combat armor. So they are better. And those guys, 1000 defense. Okay, so we have a problem. They have stronger units here. And our guys, you can see 100, 300. So we need to quickly upgrade to the, where is it? To machine guns with Gauss. So we have 800 defense and 250. Maybe those units can fight with those guys, but not our older model. So what we can do? And we have moved our brown brigade here. So we need to finalize with those guys and move back The green units should go here, and probably we will need more tanks. Can our tanks deal with them? 300 soft attack, also it's not great. 300 soft attack. We could do something to them, but they have soft hard defense quite high. And those guys could kill our tanks. It means also new version of tank. So we are not ready currently to fight with them. Yeah. So this is how usually looks when you met finally regular armies of major regime who has technological advance. So let's finalize here. Please drop any comments what we can do now. And thank you for watching. See you later.